Say hi to Instagram. Oh, that was Instagram.
Wait, that was
That's just hi Instagram. Hi Facebook. It's Mimi J. Thank you for tuning in to our first Grind Pretty Live, and I'm here with the lovely SudiStyle. Say hi, Sudi. So we're going to play in makeup and talk a little fashion. So I've already kind of done her makeup, and I just have to do eyeshadow and contouring and all that good stuff. So.
While she's taking care of this beat, y'all. I'm trying to get my beat together.
While I do her makeup, we're just gonna have some conversation. And hi, hi Rhea. Okay, so I'm gonna finish her beat. And Sudi, tell us a little bit about how you got started into fashion and styling.
So Mimi's gonna get me because I just joke with her about the fact that I fell into fashion. I should probably use that as a tagline. That's gonna be my pound, my hashtag. But many people don't know that I actually started in retail. I worked for Banana Republic, for Gap, for J. Crew, and I did quite a bit of floor work, just working on the floor, learning the merchandise, learning the products, learning fabrics. You'll hear me use crazy words like magenta instead of pink. But I started in retail, and my last retail job, I was working for J. Crew, and I had a great relationship with the regional director there, and went to lunch, and he's like, what are you doing? Why aren't you doing, styling full time, and why don't you own your own business? And I took his advice. I went out on a whim, and about 2.5 years ago, I actually started SudiStyle, which is a fashion consulting company that basically specializes in personal, event, and corporate styling for power women. So from 10 years ago working in retail to now owning my own fashion consulting company. So it's been really exciting.
So what have been some of your highlights of your styling career? Because let's backtrack, because you haven't just started styling.
No,
you've actually been in the industry for a little while.
A long time.
Yeah.
Yes.
So so how many years have you actually been in the industry?
Now see, you're gonna tell people my age. Hold
That's
on
okay.
a minute.
Because she's 25.
I'm 25. Okay, 25. Look at this face. This face says 25. No, I've been actually styling for about almost 10 years. And so I've styled, I lived in Detroit, so people don't know that I moved to Atlanta in 2012. But I was in Detroit for about 7 years. And while I was there, I styled corporate women. I worked with ladies of the church, the head ladies of the church. I've also styled some of the sports athletes' wives as well. And so I was doing quite a bit of styling there, but it was very much what I would consider informal, because I've always had a full-fledged corporate career. And so when I moved to Atlanta, even prior to moving to Atlanta, I knew it was a passion of mine. I knew it was something that I wanted to do more than just part-time. And I struggled with, I'm sure most women do who work in corporate, I struggled with how much time do I give to my corporate job versus how much time do I actually give to my passion. And so as I got older, the pendulum swung more towards my passion. And so now I'm still doing corporate work, but I do a lot more in my passion than I did previously. And so I'm trying to get to a point where hopefully I don't have to do any corporate work, and I can actually just own SudiStyle and just continue to flourish that business. But I've been out there for over 10 years, again, in retail and in personal styling, personal shopping, and just fashion consulting overall.
So when you got started, so I know you worked at J. Crew and other companies in retail. Is that how you kind of built your closet? Like you were working and you would collect pieces?
See, don't tell my secret.
Well, I asked that because there might be some, up and coming or aspiring stylists, and the question is always, how do I get started? How do I build that relationship to be able to pull clothes? And can you kind of talk about that?
Absolutely. I will say, working in retail, everybody knows in retail you get really nice discounts. And so to that point, I did build a lot of SudiStyleCloset. through working in retail jobs. And I would buy things at low discounts. I always bought things that I thought were not necessarily trendy, but just classic pieces that would trend over time, right? You can blend them with different trends in the season. And so it's allowed me to be able to really stock my closet and really have a lot of amazing pieces that I could share with people. I think the way that you asked about pulling and having access to, the Neiman Marcus and the Saks and designers, really that's all about relationship building, right? When I go to stores, don't ever, I would say, think that the person that's standing behind the counter is just the salesperson, because that's never the case. It could be a regional director that's coming in to visit and they're just working the counter that day. And so I treat everyone in retail, whether they're working the floor, they're working behind the desk, or they're the regional director, I treat them well. And I think because of that, I've been able to establish some great relationships with major retailers. Carolina Herrera is another one I do a lot of personal shopping with as well. And so I think it's really about building that relationship, making sure your brand is well represented and people see it as a viable brand.
Gotcha. So it's about relationships.
Yes.
But I say it's also about aesthetics, right? So
oh, absolutely.
How you represent yourself
yes.
on your social media. You want to
yes.
kind of talk about that too?
Oh, absolutely. So it's funny, when I first started SudiStyle, I literally didn't know a lot about social media. I played in it, just with friends and family and sharing pictures of my daughter and my husband and things of that sort. But I really never thought about social media from a business perspective. And it's interesting because when I first started, it was almost like I put a little bit of everything out there. Like it was all over the place. I was talking, blogging with fashion and personal styling and hi, I'm a mommy and, I'm a wife, and all of these things were coming across in my social media. And then this smart woman, I won't call her name because I might give her a little bit too much credit, kind of talked to me a little bit about my brand and what did my brand mean. And now I'm looking at social media, I really try to focus heavily on my target market. And most people think, okay, it's celebrities. Well, actually, my target market is really not about the celebrity. It's more about the everyday corporate power woman. And so I try to make sure, or I shouldn't say I try, I do make sure that everything I post, even if it's about me, is showing that power woman in some way, shape, or form, so that when people actually think about SudiStyle, they think about a corporate or a business-focused entrepreneur power woman. And I know it's coming through because a lot of people say, I don't know if I'm your client type. And that means that they understand what my client is and they know who my client is. And I think social media, you have to be really careful about how you portray your business, because you don't want to just have people anything coming to you. You want to make sure that the type of jobs that are coming to you and the type of business that's coming to you actually aligns with your target market and aligns with your brand overall. So it's really critical to make sure your social media represents your brand, not just you, but it represents the brand that you're putting out there for your clientele.
Absolutely. So I'll go back to my original question before we went back into your history, but what are some of the highlights of your career? Like, what are some things that you're really proud of?
Oh my goodness. This is going to sound super corny, right? When I started SudiStyle, again, I started it kind of on a whim, just putting myself out there. I think the biggest highlight, and I'll say the largest, and then I'll kind of go to a few others that are really key. The biggest highlight for me in my career, it's going to seem kind of weird because it has nothing to do with celebrities, it has nothing to do with someone I'm styling, is when my daughter said to me, "Oh my God, Mommy, you have a company." And it made me at that point realize that, okay, I have a larger responsibility. I truly do have a brand. And it's being recognized not just about, a whole bunch of people that, see me on social media, but even the people that are in my personal space realize that I am running a company. And I think that was a pivotal turning point to me to start to think about, how do I do sponsorships and how do I, take the next step and really think about what I want to do longer term. So just the recognition that it truly is, SudiStyle is not a hobby, it's truly a business. And if my 8-year-old recognizes it, I'm sure, everybody else does. So hopefully you see that. I think another pivotal point is when I'll say I styled my first, celebrity client, major celebrity client. Everybody always says, oh, I just want to get a chance to style this person or that person. And I think, getting the opportunity is great, but it was interesting. I got the opportunity. And then my next thought is how do I do more of this? So I immediately went back to how do I start to, I'll say socialize SudiStyle in a way that people, celebrities or whoever navigates to my brand and really want to work with me and be positive. I do remember that particular celebrity saying to me that I was probably the most professional person that she had ever worked with as far as styling was concerned, which was a huge compliment to me because that's one of the things I thread throughout my business, and I hope is very prominent to people that I'm very professional in the work that I do. And then I would say the last thing, it happens every day, all day. I love meeting great people. See how she's supposed to be working out like she just jumped in my interview.
I'm getting lipstick.
Did you see that? No. But I'll say the last thing is that I've been truly blessed, and I've just had the privilege, I would say, to meet some just amazing people. I mean, just meeting like Mimi, it's been amazing, the things that we've been able to do, the work that we've been able to do together, the Glam Fam. Hey, Nick, the Glam Fam. Just the opportunity and just meeting Mimi is a good example of the things that have come to me as a part of my business. So I just love meeting great people, and hopefully we'll continue that network.
So Sudi is being like super, super modest right now. And she's glossing over some of the people that she's worked with.
Okay.
So it's okay to name drop a little bit because I want them to know who you worked with.
Oh Lord.
So I'm gonna finish this lip liner. But I'm going to let Sudi tell you some of the people that she's had the opportunity to work with.
See, I was trying to be all low-key.
I know. But you guys need to know, right?
Oh, Lord. So I did my first really, really nice photo shoot. I've done photo shoots before this, but my first great photo shoot was I styled Mayetta Shaw in the Pretty in Pink. They were doing an event. I forget what the event was about, but it was
Pretty in the City,
but it was amazing. So I styled Mayetta Shaw. People already know probably I worked a lot with Angela Simmons. I've been working with her over the last couple of years. New client alert. I just started working heavily with Kim Fields. Y'all know Tootie? Yay! Hey, Tootie! I started working with Kim Fields. I styled her for Sister Circle a few weeks ago, and she's a new client. I've done Jessica White. Amazing. Y'all might know the Victoria's Secret supermodel. She was amazing. The work that I did with her actually ended up in a book, a coffee table book from Society Studios. See, now I got to talk with this lip thing going on.
She's doing good. Y'all can hear her.
From Society Studios, working with Drexina Nelson, amazing photographer. Who else? I worked with, y'all gonna remember this one, Flavor of Love. Hoops, I worked with Hoops on an amazing photo shoot for her wine. She's doing a new wine. So I did that one. So I work with a lot of great people, and I work with a lot of amazing corporate women. We just did. Can I tell? I can't tell that one yet.
You can tell. Okay. You can tell.
Janelle from Camille Rose. We just did a photo shoot with her for Grind Pretty, and we have some amazing people coming up. So I'm super excited about those people as well. So I've worked with a lot of great people. And then I have everyday clients. I don't want people to think I just focus on celebrity. I have everyday clients that I absolutely love that I work with all the time. So Nicole, your box is coming today.
All right. So y'all can get into this beautiful beat. Turn model for a model. Close your eyes, look down. So now
y'all know I got those selfie poses. Y'all know we selfieing it up when we done.
So now we're finished with her makeup, and we're gonna get into a little fashion segment. So I asked Sudi to tell me what should every girl boss have in their closet? So can you kind of give us a little something of what we all should have?
Yes.
I'll turn it over to you.
So I'm going to say this. Most people say, okay, you got to have 10 things or 5 things or whatever. I always do even numbers because it's just my personality. I believe even means symmetry. And so I really, really, really believe there are 12 things. But you have to pay to know the 12 things. So I'm going to give you 6.
You get a preview.
You get a preview. So I'm going to give you 6 things, and I'll walk through each of those things so you'll know. So I'll just
sure. I'll switch places.
Okay, we'll switch places. Should I stand up or just stay
you can stand up.
My head.
If we can fit her in the camera, she's like 6 feet tall.
I know.
She's like a basketball player.
I can sit down and do it. I'm going to scoot the chair over. Hold on. Oh, y'all see?
Oh, y'all see that? Y'all see that glow?
Y'all see that glow? Oh, Lord. What highlighter is that? Ooh. All right. So, I'm going to take you through 6 things that I think are just mandatory, necessary for any boss girl closet. Keep in mind that it doesn't have to be high end. It doesn't have to be super designer. You just need to make sure you have that style in your closet. So, I'm going to start with... Y'all know my favorites. These are a pair of Christian Louboutin. Again, you should have a pointy-toe black stiletto patent leather in your wardrobe. You can dress this up, down, pair of jeans, dress, whatever. You can throw this on. If you're not a fan of black, you can also do a nude, because think about it like this. Nude can transition the same way black would, but you need a pointy-toe stiletto in your closet. Again, it doesn't have to be red bottom. It just needs to be a pointy-toe black stiletto. Okay, how many people have this in their closet? Raise your hand, give me some likes. You have to have this one. Item number 1. Okay, item number 2, I'm going in no order here, is an amazing fab clutch. Okay, I know what you're saying. I'm a big bad girl, right? No. You're a big bad girl on the weekdays. On the weekends and at night, you need an amazing clutch. Find one that is unique, has an amazing print, right? This one is really different. It has pinks, a little bit of red and oranges. Black can blend with white, cream, black, browns, even pinks, oranges, navies. You can carry this clutch. This is actually by Alexander McQueen, and guess how much I paid for it? Who can guess? I want to see some things in the Alexander McQueen normally runs. $500. Anybody know how much I paid for this? Nope. I got it on a clearance. An amazing designer, I won't call his name because I might get in trouble, actually was consignment shopping and knew I love to collect bags and things for SudiStyleCloset. I got it for $100. $100, and it's a really cute clutch. You can see it's leather on the bottom. You can wear it down, up. You have to have a cute clutch. If you're not a clutch girl, fill it up, put it inside your purse, and you can pull it out at any point and just carry it into the restaurant. Okay, that's the second item. I'm going quick. They're giving me the cues here. All right. You gotta have glitter in your closet. Yes, and turn around.
I need to borrow that one.
Yes, with bows on the back. You have to have a sequin top, whether it's a cami top or just a regular top. You want to make sure that you have sequin in your closet. It could be a skirt, it could be a shirt. I prefer shirts because you can throw them on with jeans, pants, whatever it may be. Sequin top is number 3.
Very cute. That's in SudiStyleCloset?
It's in all of these pieces are in SudiStyleCloset.
So you can rent them.
Yes, you can rent. Other thing, number 4. Is that number 4? Yes, it is. You need a white button-up shirt. I prefer one that is sort of like a menswear shirt, so it can give you kind of that menswear vibe. It doesn't have to be all white, but the base of it needs to be white. You can do all white. You can do white with stripes. Make sure you get one that has a really full cuff, enough cuff, right, to give you style. But you have to have this in your closet. Again, with a jacket, jeans, dress it up, dress it down, tie it around the waist, tie it around the shoulders. You need a nice full white base shirt in your closet. Okay? J. Crew has them. Next thing, number 5. Number 5, chambray shirt. You have to have it. You can put it under a jacket. You can wear it around your jeans. Doesn't matter what wash. It could be dark. It could be light. But you need a denim shirt in your closet to transition from day to night, whatever it may be.
You see how technical she was? Chambray.
Chambray.
Can't just be,
Chambray.
Can't just be a jean shirt.
No. No. Don't listen to her. When you walk in the store, say, "May I have a chambray?" Right? It gives a whole different feel, a whole different vibe. They don't think you know what you're talking about. Okay, say chambray. But you want a chambray shirt. Get one that's not really heavy. Do a lightweight one, just so you can transition from summer to winter in the chambray shirt. Last but not least, the 6th item. You're already looking at it. I believe every boss lady, everyone should invest in a beautiful CC pen. Chanel, y'all know that's my favorite, okay? It's my favorite. If nothing else, get you a nice pen. You can put it on a shirt, on a jacket, on a belt, around the neck. I could literally, I won't do it right now, but I'm going to show you something real quick. She's going to get me on time, but I got to show you this. Let me turn it around. You see I have on the Chanel necklace. I could even add this brooch if I wanted to the side of my necklace, right? Ew. So you could do some really creative things with the brooch. Don't be limited by thinking you're just gonna pin it on your jacket. You can put it in different places. I've seen people do hats, put them on their hats, the whole nine. So it's well worth it. Get you a nice, look, advertisement, huh? Get you a nice CC brooch. And those are the 6 items that I would recommend. There's 6 more I won't tell you, but one of them includes like a cat suit, but we won't talk about that right now. But I would say 6 items. Get these 6 items and add them as core, and you can mix them and match them with different things that you already have in your closet.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Sudi, for grinding pretty with us today. Be sure to tell them where they can find you.
Oh, all over social media. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. SudiStyle is S-U-D-I style. Real simple. And then don't forget to rent from me SudiStyleCloset all over social media as well. You can rent handbags. I have some Chanel bags. Rent handbags, clothes, shoes, the whole 9. My store is open for rent. And then I do want to make one little small announcement. I have some special stuff coming in SudiStyleCloset. That's all I'm going to say. And so be looking for that during the month of February. We'll do some advertisements, so you'll see a lot of that in February. So I'm super excited.
All right. Thank you, Sudi. And thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to stay tuned for our next live coming soon. I'm excited to continue this, and I thank you all for tuning in. So see you next time.
Thank you, Mimi. Mwah.